What's up guys, it's about cars, and today as you can see I'm sitting in my own car, which is a Corsa. So this is a review of this thing here. This thing. It's not the best choice for a car enthusiast to be the first car, because most of the people would think, why wouldn't you just buy a Miata or something like that that's just about the same price? Yeah, I know, but it's my first car. And I was about just turning 19 when I bought it, because beforehand I was driving an Audi A6 3.0 V6. That was my dad's car, and I was driving it until he sold it, and then I was buying my own car. So this is the reason why I bought this Corsa, because it's just a reliable car, and I just wanted to make a quick review of it. The interior looks, I think it's quite nice. You can see it here of the color edition. You can see it from the outside later on. It has a 5-gear manual. Let's see, so we're gonna have a joyride, and I'm gonna talk about the pros and cons of this car and why I am about to sell it today. Yes, I'm going to sell this car today, probably. Not sure of it. It depends on what I get for it from the dealership, but I want a different car. The next car I own will be portrayed in another video later on. So let's get started. Yeah, I don't have the version with this big screen here. I don't know what that's called. But the overall interior is very nice. The only thing about that pisses me off really, oh, why is that not closed, is this here. Look at that. It feels like bullshit. Don't like this material stuff. Really don't like it. But the other stuff is nice because I have this multifunctional steering wheel, I have electric window lifting, electric mirror. You can see from the exterior later on that it's a nice looking car actually. But there's a few cons why I want to sell it, or what's the reason for me to sell it today. Anyways, let's get started. I'm gonna just put this camera right here. What is a pro argument for buying this vehicle? It's the perfect beginner's car. And why is that? It has a nice gearbox. It really is stiff and feels kind of sporty for somebody like me. My headset's making so many weird noises. I'm sorry for that. I'm gonna buy a new one soon, but I can't help fixing that right now. So the gearbox is very nice, has a sporty feeling. When you shift, you have the feeling like you're in a real car, and not those new gearboxes that feel like you're swimming in mud. I'm just about to drive outside the city, and I'm in third gear. You'll see I have just the 1.4 liter 87 horsepower version. The car is running very well, but it lacks a lot of horsepower on one hand. But that's good for a beginner, and that's good for getting yourself used to driving on the streets. But you know what? This thing definitely needs a 6th gear, because I'm a guy that drives a lot on the highway, and when you go 130 kilometers per hour, this thing eats fuel like 9 liters per 100 kilometers. It's not what a car is supposed to do, especially not for a beginner when you just broke as fuck. But you have to drive long distances on the highway, and it's like you go 100 kilometers per hour and it's like fine, but then you'll fall asleep. Not literally falling asleep, but you know what I mean, because then the fuel's fine. I think it's like 6.5, that's fine. But going 130 increases the use of gasoline so much. It's really unbelievable, and that really is annoying. Now I'm going 80, and it's not too loud yet, but trust me, you're going over 100, this thing really screams, let me die. So, since you saw I cleaned the car, it's a beautiful car for a beginner. Overall, it's a pretty reliable car, and you can't tell anything about it that's more than average problem. The car is gorgeous. I mean, it really is for an Opel, or for a Vauxhall, or whatever you want to call it, wherever you come from. And that's why I bought it. Bought it for 6 grand. or 6,000 euro for a 6,000 car that was 1 year ago. That's pretty good. For 87 horsepower, it's a very good car for a beginner. Or for someone that wants to drive daily on a beautiful German manufacturer, but still not too expensive car, small car actually, this is the best choice. But it's not for the highway, and I'm gonna show you why. Now I'm going full throttle. Well, you can hear it, it's getting pretty loud. I was in third gear, going to 5,000 RPM. Now switch back to fifth gear. I'm going to go on the highway now, and you can see how loud it is at 140 kilometers per hour. So I'm going 130 now. There's a BMW behind me that really comes close. Okay, going 140 now. The camera is really, wow, not stable at all. I'm gonna try to fix it, holding it a little. Now I'm going 140. I don't know if you can hear it. It's so loud. Look at the RPM. It's around 4,500. It's too much. Sorry. But no, that's just too much. Sorry. For a car that you use for long distance travel, that's too much. In my opinion. I mean, let me know in the comments what you think about this car. And yeah, I think it's gorgeous from the outside and also from the inside if you take the color edition. But I think it's not gorgeous in terms of, yeah, RPM at high speed. I mean, that's not even high speed in Germany, that's normal travel speed. You always go like 130 or 140 kilometers per hour. You always go like that. Anyways, I think that's it for today's episode. I'm going to make more videos like that, like real life car videos. I don't want this channel to be just a gaming channel. I don't want this to happen, since it's about cars and not about gaming, because otherwise I would just call my channel It's About Gaming, but it's not. It's about cars. Once again, let me know in the comments what you think of this car, whether you like it from the outside or whether you think the RPM rate is just normal, average. Because I don't think so for a car from 2011, because that's a facelift model right here. I think it's not, but you can have a different opinion, so let me know. And also, leave a like, and you would really help me out by subscribing. And see you guys in the next video.